Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy Big T. Welcome back to Football Talk, guys. Another interesting week in football, guys. We're gonna get to the recap in 1 minute, but first, guys, let's talk about the big national anthem controversy, or whatever you want to call this. For those of you who didn't watch any football this past weekend, you know that there's been talks about people taking a knee during the national anthem, locking arms, or like some cases like the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Tennessee Titans, and some other teams that I can't mention off the top of my head were not even on the sidelines for the national anthem. For those of you who are wondering, why has this happened? Because a few days ago there were some comments made by our president that could have been worded a little better, I think. But guys, it is what it is. And I wanted to say one thing about this. I'm all for players expressing themselves. It's their right. Freedom of speech is one of the greatest gifts we have in the United States as a democracy and in the Constitution. Guys, the one thing I'm not big on is the players, not the teams that weren't out there for the national anthem, guys. My opinion is if you want to protest, you want to lock arms or something like that, that's fine. But the kneeling, the not being present for the national anthem, I've been taught as at a young age that we respect the flag, even if we don't agree with everything that goes on in our country, we still respect the flag no matter what, guys. This is one of the greatest countries we live in right now. I kind of hope we can move forward with this and take something positive out of this whole thing. But it's weird, watching people on the internet. Some people are not going to the football games anymore because the players taking a kneel and stuff. I think that's just ridiculous. Or burning their jerseys, or whatever the case may be, guys. They do have a right to protest if they want peacefully and stuff, and they're not doing anything negative. They're not, blabbering out something bad. But like I said, if they want to lock arms, I'm fine with that. The kneeling, I'm not cool with, and the not being present part is not cool. So hopefully, like I said before, guys, I just wanted to touch bases on that situation that is going on this past weekend. And like I said before, I hope that what we saw this past weekend, we can take it into a positive thing and try and move forward and be better from this. That's all. All right, so enough of that talk. Let's get to the scores, guys. So here we go. So, guys, first game was a Thursday night game between the LA Rams and the San Francisco 49ers, guys. That was I don't know about you, but that was a really good football game. Two teams not really good on paper, but when the game happened, holy crap. Guys, when I thought LA took a 41-20 lead, I thought that game was going to be over. I thought, okay, there's no way the Niners are going to come back from that. But the Niners played an unbelievable third and fourth quarter. Did come up short. LA did win this one by a final score of 41-39. But what an unbelievable game. Todd Gurley, Jared Goff. These are two young guys that I think if they keep playing the way they played that Thursday night game, they're gonna have great futures in this league. So we'll just see what goes on with that. The next game, the early morning game on Sunday, the London game between the Ravens and Jacksonville. I thought both of them was gonna, beat this team, but wow, Jacksonville coming out with 40 points. They win this one by a score of 44-7. Because I thought, looking at the Ravens, okay, they're gonna walk over them. Nope. Jaguars keep surprising me. They got a young team, young defense, young offense. like I said before, if they keep moving in this direction, they're going to be fine. The next game, the Patriots playing the Houston Texans. Guys, originally I had New England losing this game, which shame on me. Why should I be betting against my beloved Pats? But guys, through that whole game, it looked like they were going to lose that game. Offensively, yeah, they put up points, but there were times where they broke down. They made some very bad mental mistakes that the team normally doesn't do. And defensively, guys, this is a real concern for any Patriots fan out there. The defense is a real concern for me moving forward. Because Watson just pretty much had his way with this. Deshaun Watson just pretty much had his way with this team all game, and he looked like a young Brett Favre out there. It was just an unbelievable game, and it looked like that they were going to win this game. And then, once again, the GOAT, Tom Brady, comes out with 30 seconds left, throws a touchdown to Brandon Cooks, who's really catching on when he needs to. And the Patriots win this one by a final score of 36-33. But what an unbelievable football game that was. Patriots win again, but that team, they really need to do some serious work defensively if they're going to be able to keep winning in this league. Next game, I have the Tampa Bay Bucks versus the Minnesota Vikings. Sam Bradford once again did not play in this game, but Minnesota at home pretty much took it to Tampa. I thought Tampa was going to go in and pretty much crush them. But no, Minnesota played an unbelievable game. They win this one by a final score of 34-17. Next game, New Orleans at Carolina. I thought Carolina was going to maybe play a little better, and I think I said the previous week that I didn't see New Orleans losing this game. I thought it was going to be a close game, but it wasn't. Carolina's offense was pretty much out of sync the whole game. Came through 3 picks. I mean, I don't know what is going on with him. I don't know if it's his shoulder or what's going on with him. But New Orleans finally get their first win of the season by a score of 34-13. Next game, Jets versus Miami. Guys, give it to the Jets. They finally got a win. They played really good football. They win this one by a score of 20-6 over Miami. Next game, I did not see this coming, guys. Denver at the Bills. I thought Denver was just going to walk right over them. That was not the case. They just didn't look like a good team on the field this past weekend. They lose this one by a score of 16-26. Buffalo gets a huge win. Guys, look out for the Bills. They might surprise a few people, even me. Next game, Detroit versus Atlanta. Guys, what a crazy finish this was. It looked like Detroit was going to pull up an upset, but then some penalties and instant replay. They pretty much get a touchdown taken away from them towards the end of that game. And Atlanta just barely wins this one by a score of 30-26. Next game, the Giants at Philly. It looked like New York was going to come out and win this one, but the rookie kicker for Philadelphia, I do not know his name, I apologize, guys, gets a game-winning field goal and gives the Eagles the win, 27-24. The Giants are 0-3. Wow, nobody wants it. That's unbelievable with that firepower they have offense and that defense they have. I did not see that coming. Next game, Chicago versus Pittsburgh. I originally had Pittsburgh winning this game, guys, but and I don't know what it is. This Pittsburgh team, some games they look unbelievable, some games they don't. But Chicago, what a great game with them. But what an unbelievable finish this was. The game goes into overtime, and they get a touchdown from one of their younger running backs. It gets called back because he stepped out of bounds, which from my point of view looked like he did not step out. And then I think about 2 or 3 plays later, they do another run sweep. They get the touchdown. They win it in overtime, 23-17 Chicago. Next game, Browns at Indy. I really thought Cleveland was going to get a win today, guys, but Jacoby Brissett has really played really good for the Indianapolis Colts in that trade with New England. They win this one by a score of 31-28. You know, that's great to get the win, but I hope to see Andrew Luck, you know, come back soon because he's such a good player. You know, I really would like to see him back on the team, but hopefully, you know, he gets healthy before he gets back. Next game, the Seahawks at the Titans. I thought Seattle was going to run right over them, guys, but this was just, you know, the Titans are a really good team, guys. They're a lot more dominant team than I think people give credit to. Marcus Mariota, this guy's going to be a superstar at the quarterback position for many years to come. The Titans win this one by a score of 33-27, and then next game, the Bengals at Green Bay. Guys, for a while it looked like Cincy was going to get the win there, but Green Bay comes all the way back. They win it late. Final score 27-24. Cincinnati is 0-3. They got some serious problems on that team. So we'll have to see what happens with that. Next game, the Chiefs at the LA Chargers. Guys, this was a dominating performance all around. Chiefs win this one by a score of 24-10. So that was the final score of that game. And then the Sunday night matchup between the Raiders and Washington. Guys, I seriously thought there was no way, the way Oakland has been playing, they were going to lose this game. But not only did they lose, they completely got destroyed the offensive side of the ball, which is where they've been the strongest all year. Defensively, they just looked completely lost in the secondary. Washington played a hell of a game. Not to take anything away from Washington, but they win this one. Washington wins this one by a final score of 27-10. But what a really, really bad performance by Oakland. Hopefully they can clean that up because, you know, this is a really talented team that should have not played the way they played. And then the last game, the Monday night header. I did watch this one, guys. This was a really good game all the way around. The Cowboys at the Cardinals. It looked like the first half, Arizona was going to have their way with Dallas. It looked like Dallas's problems were continuing from the previous week. But no, second half, they came out. They played the way that they're supposed to play. And they win this one by a score of 28-17 over Arizona. So, guys, that is the recap from Week 3. We're on to Week 4 now. So let's get some predictions. Here we go. All right, guys, so we're going to do some predictions for Week 4. This is going to be a really good week, I feel, once again. So the first game, guys, is the Thursday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and Green Bay. This is one of the oldest rivalries. Their series is actually tied. The total series, because these teams have been playing it for years, is at 93 apiece. So whoever was, well, we'll break the tiebreaker. Guys, at Lambeau Field Thursday night, you know, I'm gonna give it to the Packers because I just don't see them losing at Lambeau, especially against a division rival like that. I don't see them losing. You know, this is gonna be a pretty good game, I believe. I'm gonna have this one a high-scoring game. Green Bay's gonna win this one by a score of 34-21. Next game is another London game. It's going to be New Orleans versus the Miami Dolphins. These are both teams that are not playing the way that they should be. I'm going to give it to New Orleans here because I think, you know, I think they have a better chance against Miami than previous matchups they had. I'm going to give this one to them by a score of 41-37. I think it will be like a big, high-scoring game, I think. Next game, I got the Carolina Panthers at New England. You know, guys, this is going to be another test for the New England Patriots defense again because they're going against another quarterback that can run and throw. But with Cam Newton, the way he's playing, I don't think we're going to see that. I think he'll have a good game, but I think he's going to struggle. But the way Brady's been playing, I'm going to give this one to New England at home. They're going to win this one by a score of 31-28. Next game, I got the Jaguars at New York, the New York Jets. I'm going to give this to Jaguars because the way they've been playing. But I think it's going to be a lot closer than people are going to think. I think it's going to be 14-7 Jacksonville. Next game, I got Detroit versus Minnesota. Minnesota's actually been playing really good without Sam Bradford. So what I'm gonna go with, it's iffy. I mean, I want to say Detroit, but I just think Minnesota at home. I'm gonna give the win to Minnesota here. I'm gonna give it, 23-14. I think that would be a good score. Next game, Titans at Houston. I think the Titans are playing great football than anybody right now. I'm going to give the win to the Titans, even though I know Houston will give them problems on their home turf, but I'm going to give it to the Titans here. I think it will be another close defensive matchup. This one's going to be about 28-21. Titans will win this one. Next game, Pittsburgh at Baltimore. I'm going to give this one to Baltimore, guys. Division rival matchup. This is one of the best division rivals in football today because it's always hard hitting. It's always a good competition with these two teams. I'm going to give it to Baltimore in this one. They're going to win this one by a score of 17-7 over Pittsburgh. Next game, Buffalo at Atlanta. Guys, I'm sorry. Buffalo's been playing really good football, but I'm giving it to Atlanta with that at home with the high-power offense they got. They're going to blow the doors open this one. I think this one's going to be like probably 47-28. Next game, I got the LA Rams at Dallas. I'm going to go with an upset here because I think LA is gaining momentum. I think they're going to be a lot more challenged than Dallas realizes. I'm going to give this one close one, 31-21, LA. Next game, Cincinnati at Cleveland. These are two teams that are looking for a win. Like these are two teams that are in the same division. They need to get a win right now. I want to say Cleveland, but I think if Cincinnati plays the way they played last week against Green Bay, they should be fine. I give it to Cincinnati. It's going to be 14-10, Cincinnati. Next game, New York at Tampa. I think New York's going to lose this game, guys, because just the way they've been playing. I have no faith in what Eli's been doing. I have, and it's a mixed feelings, and I've been reading about the Giants. There's half the people that want Eli Manning benched, and they want somebody else in, and the other half is they want the coach fired. They want Tom Coughlin to come back, and it's just crazy down there. It's not a good place if you're a Giants fan. I'm gonna give the win to Tampa. I think they're gonna go 0-4. I think, guys. I really think they are. Tampa will win this one by a score of 28-7. Philadelphia at the Chargers. I think this will be a close game. I know the Chargers haven't been playing good, and I know the Eagles have been playing pretty good football right now. But I'm going to win the Philly, but I'm going to give it a close one, 34-31. That's what I'm going to give it. Next game, San Francisco at the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals will bounce back and win this one. Final score, 21-14. Next game, Oakland versus Denver, guys. Now, guys, this is a divisional matchup. They're two good offenses. They got great defense. This is going to be hard, guys, but this is my prediction. This game will go into overtime. It'll be low scoring, Very low score. I think each team's going to get a touchdown apiece. It's going to be a defensive struggle. There's going to be turnovers, everything like that. I believe Oakland will get the win and bounce back 10-7 in overtime. I could be wrong, but we'll see what happens. Next game, Indy at Seattle. Guys, I don't see Seattle losing at home. Like I've said before, it's one of the harder stadiums to play in the National Football League. Seattle's going to win this one by a big margin, I think, 38-21. Last game, the Monday night, and it's a Sunday night game too, guys, if you're wondering too. So nationally televised, they're gonna blow the doors open on this game. Last game, Monday night, Washington and Kansas City. I don't see Washington beating Kansas City. Thinking I said they were gonna beat Oakland, but you know what? I'm gonna give Washington the upset win here at Arrowhead, which is another hard place to win. But this is gonna be a high score game. 28-21. Washington gets the win. And that's going to do it for my prediction, guys. You know what? If you have something different, write in the comments. Who do you think will win this week in week 4? Who's going to be the big player? Who's going to, have the best game? Write down in the comments, guys. So that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumbs down. That's your choice. Subscribe for more content. Social media below. Always better to be kind, generous, and love one another. And as always, I will see you. Yes, you. Right there. Sitting in the chair. I see you right there. And I see you watching this. I see you. I'll see you in the next video, guys. You're awesome.